God, you don't understand, Chin. Eh? When I come back, we get more clothes to sew. I have fabric, so
you are scared of tailors.
But I've been scared of tailors. They're only looking straight.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, this is a client outfit. She wants to make, there's this dress she sent me. She wants to make it. So before we get right into it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, and leave a comment. If you want to learn how to draft a basic bodice pattern, please, I'm going to link that video in the description box. I've already done it, so I'll just speed over it. So this is the back pattern. I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 sewing allowance. I am trying to get my zip. I want to show you guys how to cut the back of your dresses or tops so that it doesn't have any bulge at the back, especially as a size lady. So we are going to mark out 1.5 as your sewing allowance. I'll now place my front pattern, the front material, exactly on the 1.5 that I marked that here. So on the waist, I'll go in by 1 inch. Now, this is not my outfit. This is a client's outfit, and her round bust is 40, whilst her hip is 44. So she's like, you are going to call her a slim girl. So going in by 1 inch is enough for her. If you are like me, you're a plus size lady, please go in exactly by 1.5. Then I'll now take my ruler and then connect from the beginning here at the beginning to the 1 inch that we went in here. But for the upper part, you're not removing anything, so you are going to go ahead and cut out this back pattern. You come here and then cut out this part. You're not going to be needing it. You notch here to indicate the zip allowance you've put. Then I'll take this front pattern out. I'll go ahead and mark out that 1.5 inches so zip allowance I've added initially. So I'll do this, marking that 1.5 again. This is my zip allowance. So this is how you are going to sew it. With this, you don't even need any dart at the back. This thing now has catered for the dart you're supposed to have at the back. Go ahead and cut out the lining now. At the front pattern now, we're going to come and draw the neck. Remember that this neck is asymmetrical. The part that is on the shoulder, you can see from the picture that is very close to the neckline. So when we are going in here, we're going to go in by 3 inches. Then we'll go down by 4 inches at this part. Because if you tell from the beginning side towards that neckline is high before it now goes out. I'll take my scissors and cut this out. Now that I've cut it out, I will open my material this way. You can see that the neckline is round. Then you can tell that at the asymmetrical part, that's the part that went off shoulder, it is not too low. So her cleavage, her boob is not showing. There is no form of cleavage. Go down by 5 inches. Use your ruler and mark it this way. And then you cut it out. This is your neckline, so you go ahead and cut it on the lining as well. Remember, this side of the outfit is an off shoulder vibe, so for you to know where you're going to start fix your sleeve from, you come from the center here and go get your armpit to armpit in front. Okay, and what your armpit to armpit is for her is 13 divided by 2 is 6.5. So I'll come here and mark 6.5. So at this point I'll put a notch here. So when I'm fixing my sleeve for the off shoulder, this is where I'll start fixing my sleeve from. When I'm done this, I'll bring the back pattern and just get myself a basic neckline. So what we are going to do here is to go in by 3 inches at this point, and then I'll come down here by just like, let me say 1.5 inch, and then I'll curve it this way, 1.5 inches, sorry, and then I'll cut it out. I'll go ahead and notch this place again to know where I'll start sewing my zip allowance. So for the back pattern, this, you see that this neckline here is asymmetrical. I will not cut it until I go ahead and join my zip sew here, so that I can open it and align the center to the center, and then if I can cut it out, then replicate all this neck detailing on the lining. So now guys, we are going ahead to cut the skirt part of it. If you can see, my folding is very long. This lady, her hip is 44. Clearly this is what's here, 21 inches. Is more than that. The reason why I'm doing this is because of the material. I want everything to coincide. If you watch, let me bring the front part. This was the center. Can you see how it is? So that is why I am starting from here, so that everything is going to like coincide. Can you see? Everything is going to coincide. If you are using a plain material or a material that is flowery, that the pattern doesn't matter, just use your normal folding, which is your round hip divided by 4 plus 2 inches. Yeah. So now I'm going to go ahead and mark out my measurements. I'll place my tape here. Please, if you don't know how to cut a pencil skirt, let me know so I can do like a more comprehensive tutorial for you. My hip length is 28. I'll cut 28. My knee length is 38. And then the full length of this outfit is 50. I'll go ahead and remark this here. Now you want to cut out the side ruffles on the skirts. We are going to come here and leave 050 because you're going to use 050 to join your sewing allowance. So you're going to leave 050 here. Then you come down. Remember, I added sewing allowance here 1 inch. So I'm going to leave that 1 inch here. So what I am working with now is 49.5 inches. So now we are about to cut the ruffles. It's my material is remaining, so I'm going to use all of it to get the length of this material, which is 45. I want to get like the width of the ruffles. So because this is 45, I'm going to be using 11 inches as the width of one of my ruffles. So by the time I times it by 4, it is going to stop at 44. It is because what is here is 45. So that's I'm using 11 as my ruffle. So I am going to go ahead and mark this 11, 22, 33, 44. I'll open it up this way, join this here. I'll now go ahead and sew here these edges so that it will have a neat finishing. I'm going to use 050, but then I'm going to fold 1/4 inch this way. Do you get? To like sew it. The part I didn't sew, like the part I'm not going to sew, that I'm going to attach to the skirt, I'll now gather it all around. Like I'll gather all this to like become the length of the skirt. Then I'll show you guys though. So guys, now we're about to cut the sleeves. If you look at that sleeve very well, you can see that it's puffy, and then one is off shoulder and one is full from the beginning. So I've now folded my Ankara into 2. So this is going to be the first sleeve, this is going to be the other sleeve. But because the sleeve is asymmetrical, I won't cut it together. My sleeve length is 25 inches. That's from the center of the shoulder. If you look at the sleeve very well, you can tell that it's puffy. So instead of me to use the 25, that is the normal sleeve length, I'll go ahead and use 33 as my full length. So by the time she pulls it in, it is going to give that vibe. This is the first sleeve. I've removed this one. I use 12 as my folds in here. You can go ahead and make yours longer. It's just that my material, I'm working with the material I have, so you can make your own longer, meaning that your sleeve is going to be even be fuller. I'll come here and go down by 3 inches here and go this way 3 inches at an angle. Then I'll come at this point here, also 3 inches here. Can you see? So when I do that, I'll connect this point to this point to this point. Once we have done this, I'll go ahead and cut out this. I'll gather this part, like turn here in, and then I'll put elastic and gather it to like be the size of. Guys, I've gone ahead to join the back of the clothes and also the front. I've added the darts. I'll go ahead and place this way to make sure that shoulder line is touching and everything is aligned ahead, and cut the back. You see the way I've done it, so that it will give the same vibe. I'll now go ahead and do the same for the lining. Be very careful when you are cutting this, so that you don't make the mistake and cut like by the time you want to now join the clothes, it will be this way. Do you get? So be very careful when you are cutting it. I'll place this together, and then join the sides together so that this can become one top. So now you can see the front pattern of the skirt. You can see this like line here, this iron line. Yes, you can see it now, so I'll know where I'm supposed to sew on. So you're going to leave 050 here, and then you now start gathering this together, and then you sew it. You can see that the ruffles are already forming. I'll go ahead and couple these together, like join the front part of the skirt to the back of the skirt. So I have gone ahead to add the elastic to sleeves, and I've also joined the sleeve at the off shoulder section. I have also gone ahead to join the top part to the skirt part, so it's now a one complete outfit or a dress.
You're not ready.
You're not ready for you, ba?
You're not. Cool, you don't understand, Chin. When I come back, we get more clothes to sew. I have fabric, so
you are scared of tailors.
But I've been scared of tailors.